All right, this is a newer one for us, and it's right near Horror Tour's home base.
Right.
This is the Village Cemetery in Glenwood, Illinois. How was this year?
Oh, it's excellent. I know we just happened to stumble upon it last year. We saw it because it's close to home, and no, I mean, it's a huge yard, and they make great use of it. I mean, there's all kinds of props, animated things. It's really, really good. It's really well done. I was excited. I was looking forward to this year because I wanted to see it, and the person that is running it, they were doing a good cause, having like food for the Humane Society, so it was a good animal cause. Which, being an animal lover, that's great. But as far as, I mean, they have a new gate that they put up that says Village Cemetery. I mean, they actually there's like an old like horse-drawn like hearse.
It's handmade.
Handmade. I mean, these props are handmade. It's just incredible. And then, of course, there's like a corpse in there that sits up and everything. And but there's a lot of animated props. And then the other cool thing is, I mean, we weren't able to go back there. They actually have like a fire, and they have like a projector screen. They're showing horror movies in the back. So, I mean, it's almost like a party atmosphere. But as far as like the props, it's definitely worth seeing. I give this one a 5 out of 5. Looking forward to it again next year.
Village Cemetery is one of those that I'm really happy I stumbled across. I happened to stumble across it because I see it on my drive home from work. It's off of a main road, and this year they had an arch that said Village Cemetery, and it actually looks like you're going into a cemetery. It's right over their driveway. It's really cool, and there were many, many props. I would say, at a rough count, there are probably 80 props or more. Most of them life-size. Tombstones, live figures, animated and non-animated. Clever, creative stuff. Some of the tombstones are made out of old styrofoam coolers, spray painted. I mean, it's clever. All of these props are homemade. It's one thing to go to a store and populate your yard with a bunch of props. It's another thing to make them all yourself and then to make them animated. So there's a horse-drawn wooden carriage that's got a moving skeleton on the inside. There was a big coffin. Now, the coffin wasn't handmade, but everything else around it was. Sort of in a funeral setting. There's a ghoulish bridal couple. There are life-size weird figures. There's even this thing that looks like a wolf/dog, and it's got a piece of meat in its mouth, and it's animated and it moves around. There's just so much to see there. You spend a lot of time just looking around. And the people who run it, the husband and wife who run it, they're very nice. They came out in character. They were dressed up in character when we came out there. Some clever makeup schemes. It's just a lot of fun just to see it. It's something that is well worth your wait, well worth your while, I should say. You drive by there, you stop, they welcome you in, you take a look at everything around. It's outstanding. It's why we do some of the things that we do on the horror tours, just to see stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. 5 out of 5.